The three biggest predictions for lifestyle businesses in 2024 and what am I doing about it. Hi everybody, right? So this is going to be a pretty short video because I'm just going to share what I believe are going to be my three biggest predictions, right? At least for my company in the industry, right? For lifestyle businesses especially, right? In 2024, right? And what am I personally planning to do about it? Those who don't know me, my name is Mark, right? I actually help to create videos, right? And coaching, right? For people who want to build a lucrative lifestyle business. And so if any of you, right, would like to work with me in the future, that would be great as well. Prediction number one, right? Very quickly would be what I call personalization is absolute key. So I think the whole trend of personalization is going to go up even further, right? Because as AI, right, in 2023 became crazy, right? Everybody's using AI these days, right, to push more information, more insight, more perspectives. Even with the greater amount of information, right, which has already been pretty crazy pre-AI, the power, right, and importance of personalization is so freaking important because people are going to get a lot more overwhelmed, people are going to get more confused, and people are going to get a lot more unaware, right, about exactly what should they do to achieve their lives. Personalization is actually key, right, rather than just trying to push out information over and over and over again. So for example, in my coaching program, right, we are going to take personalization a whole notch further, right, by getting them to do personal reviews, right, more one-to-ones with me and my entire team, right, as well, rather than just mass group programs, right, all over time. So we're going to get multiple opportunities, get one-to-one, right, with me, my team of experts, right, so that's just what I mean by personalization. You also want to make sure that when you market, right, your business, your product, your service, right, you'll be absolutely clear the kind of people that you want to work with, that you are great at working with, and the kind of people you might not be working with. So the more personalized your marketing messages, who you promote to, right, the more likely you might be convert. Because why? If you just say that I'm going to promote to every potential entrepreneur in the world, right, or everybody who wants to have more health, right, chances are you're just going to be one of the many, going to be a commodity. Right, and unless you have a huge credibility or huge celebrity status, right, chances are not going to do very well if you're just going to focus on generic mass marketing programming as well. One thing to note, right, is that this also means that personal feedback and advice, right, getting it from people, right, who actually can personalize their advice or their feedback personally to you, right, will be even more powerful than before. So be very aware or be very mindful of getting advice or feedback from people, right, who might not resonate with your situation, right, who might not actually understand you in the first place, right, or whose values might not even resonate with you, right, as well. So take note, right, that the power of personalization is so freaking important that you cannot, right, underestimate it, right, because information is going to go up even more, right. We're just at the start of the AI revolution in terms of information, right, insights and whatnot, right. You want to make sure that personalization is going to be so freaking important, right, that you do not want to run away from it. Prediction number two, information alone won't work anymore. Right, so continuation of my part one in terms of personalization, right, number two, right, is that even with pure information, right, because as people get greater into softwares, data and insights, information alone, right, won't be allow you to get millions, right, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore. People don't want just information because they can easily get that, right, one way or another. But what people want at the end of the day is actual transformation of results. Results can mean in multiple ways. One of my most powerful personal development program, right, was a program that actually taught me concepts that I have read in books and articles and videos, right, for a long period of time, right, and why it was so freaking powerful, right, in terms of my personal development program, Asia Works, right, was that they created an entire experience, right, where you actually experience a lot of concepts by exercises, right, personal reflections, right, activities, right, and because it was experiential, right, we were able to internalize the lessons, the concepts, right, that I would have just originally just read and tried to use, but because we experienced it alone, right, we got a lot more value of it. And this is why I'm willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for experiential programs rather than just lectures and trainings, right, that anybody can just get online these days. Another way of implementation, right, is I love programs and workshops, right, that allows me to take action on the very spot and get direct feedback from who I'm working with. So rather than just teaching me over and over again, right, yes, I know we get YouTube video, get a lot of people, but the most amount of value I'm passionate about is getting people to implement and take action on the very spot, right, because then they get actual results and progress and growth, right, immediately as well. The other thing, right, that we're actually looking out for in terms of experiences or transformation is creating more opportunities for community and connection. So for example, right, in my coaching program, right, we'll be starting to organize a lot more meetings and gatherings and interactions, right, even on virtual Zoom, right, because we realized that at the end of the day, right, in the heart of a lot of folks, they actually want to meet and to network and to get different perspectives and, right, to get to know many different people as well. So we created a lot more events and gatherings, and what we're creating is a nice little environment, a mastermind, a exclusive group for people, right, that can be safe with one another, be open with one another, and they collaborate and partner with one another, knowing that each one, right, has each other's back. So we're building a mini family, mini community of sorts. Another thing, right, they're going to help a lot in terms of creating results, be what we call having a very clear structure and roadmap. every client that works with us, right, the first call we have is to start defining what exactly is their clear direction and perspectives, right, that's custom for them. So then from then, right, they start a very, very clear structure and direction, right, to help them to achieve their goals in the first step, where they know the exact steps by steps, they know the actual phases, the actual milestones they need to achieve to accomplish, right, to achieve their goals at the end of the day. The last thing I want to do over here, right, is that people don't want just epiphanies, right? They want personal insights and aha moments. So sometimes instead of just telling people, right, the concept, the mindset, the perspectives, right, to take right away, I think the powerful thing that will happen in the future is you want people to start realizing it, or you want to get people to have their own conclusions internally on their own. But what I realized is instead of just trying to teach people the concept directly, if you actually get people to understand their perspective or their takeaways on their own, they tend to remember it a lot further and they tend to implement it in their lives. And one of the most powerful ways, right, as one of my consultants, right, Brian, right, as teaches me, is the powerful way to get people to understand or to get epiphanies on their own is simply the use of stories, right? In terms of stories. Because why, right? Yes, right, I can use ChatGPT to teach 20,000 concepts, right, that all the success we have done, but if I use personal stories that people can relate with, people can visualize off, right, and they get the lesson on their own, right, chances are they get to internalize those lessons and perspectives a lot further if you just, rather than just teaching them the concept. So with that, I hope that instead of just pure information, right, in terms of your business, your info, or right, your whatnot, right, you're able to create things like event gatherings, right, getting a lot more implementation and focus on workshop, actual exercises people can do on the spot, right, a lot of psychology, mindset support, experiences, right, a lot clearer direction. So the third point, right, a bit connected to one of the very small points in my second one, which is what I call authentic intelligence versus artificial intelligence, right? So what I mean, right, basically is, yes, artificial intelligence will be very big, but what about using AI, right, in the word of authentic intelligence? Because now is everybody trying to use AI to sound the smartest, the most knowledgeable, the most insightful, right? But we actually create authentic intelligence, which is your own personal values, your own stories, your own perspectives, right? Being open, right, and sharing what you really feel, what you really think, your imperfections sometimes, right? Your own stories, your own experiences. You're gonna put out the word a lot further as well. Because why? AI is going to be focused on efficiency and effectiveness, and we do have a place for that, right? But at the end of the day, people do want people that they can relate to, they want connection, they want authenticity. Because why? The world is going to become a lot more unauthentic because of the use of AI. People are getting more numb, right, to information that sounds very good logically, right, but if they don't relate with it emotionally, right, or personally, right, chances are not going to do very well. So authentic intelligence over artificial intelligence, which is why I tell a lot of my clients, even before they start using ChatGPT prompts for copywriting or their marketing and business, right, make sure they get the fundamentals right first, and make sure it's a business that actually can feel great and they can feel authentic and aligned with. So real life stories, opinions, perspectives, right? Making sure that your post cannot be just easily copied and pasted by someone else and people would even know it's from him or her. Make sure it's something that's unique to you, have your own significant or your own unique thumbprint, right? And that's how it allows you to stand out. But some people might think that I'm being a slow learner and stuff, right? Is that I haven't really focused too much on AI, right, in terms of crafting my content yet, because I realized that people actually resonate a lot of my stories, my perspectives, and I don't think that it's something that I want to change right now, because I think authentic relationship is going to work, right, in moving in the years forward. So stories, all right, as well. Again, imperfection works, right? A lot of my best posts still have grammar mistakes, vocabulary mistakes, right? Even things I'm talking right now, you realize it's not perfect, right? But I realize that sometimes it's such imperfections, right, that create the value, right, create the results that we are looking for. So if not, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick YouTube video about my three best predictions for my lifestyle businesses, right? I hope you guys enjoyed it, right? Let me know in the comments what actions I'm going to take, right, based on what I'm going to share, and I'll see you very soon.